exercise 4.3. Let's begin. It's a question number 2, right? What we are given in the question? I am reading the question for you. Question is find the roots of the quadratic equation given in question number 1. Okay? About by applying the quadratic formula. Okay. So in the first question, we are given this first equation. This was our first question. In that first equation, we were given this. I have mentioned it here. Now here in the question one, we have solved the same equation with the squaring method. Right? Now here we are going to apply quadratic formula. When we will really apply this quadratic formula here, you will come to know what is the difference and how they are. This formula, our work will become very easy after applying this formula. So let's begin. Ready? So a equal to 2, b equal to minus 7 and c equal to 3. Which we know very well. A is a coefficient of x square, b is a coefficient of x, and c is a constant. Fine. Now let's work out further. Now dear student, before we apply quadratic formula, we need to find here determination. That is, we need to find here value. So once again I am explaining this here. Look at your screen. X square, that is the a is a coefficient of x square, that is 2. B is a coefficient of x, that is minus 7 along with this sign, and c equal to 3. Now we need to find here. So we want to find b. So b equal to discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac. Now let's substitute the value of a, b, c here. Okay. So according to this, what is a? A is 2. So I'm mentioning here 2. B is minus 7. Sorry, I'm correcting. This is minus 7. A is 2 and C is 3. Got it? So dear student, what is the square of minus 7? Minus 7 square will be positive, that is plus 49. Fine? Minus. Let's multiply all these three terms. 3 to just 6. 6 4 ja 24. The subtraction of 49 minus 24, that gives the result 25, which is greater than 0. It means the value of b is greater than 0. So without solving, we can say that equation will have which type of roots. So whenever, dear student, b is greater than 0 means any positive number, we are gaining the value of discriminant. In such a case, what we have to do? We need to write that the given equation has, before we solve them, we need to write here, given equation has which type of value? They have real roots. Given equation has real roots and they are distinct. Real roots and distinct also. Distinct indicate different. Distinct. So given equation has real roots and distinct. Okay. So let's work out which type of root. Here only we need to keep the value of d equal to 25 in our mind. Okay. So let's work out and apply the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is x equals. Why I am writing x here? Because x is unknown variable whose value we want to find. That is minus b plus or minus under root of b upon 2a. This is the formula. It indicates that in place of b plus or minus is 25 and this 2 into a. What is a? A is 2 here. Now, what is the value of b? You can see the value of b is also minus 7. It is negative. Minus minus plus. Plus or minus? Here minus minus plus 7 plus or minus. We know that under root 25. 25 is a perfect square of 5. And here 2 to the 4. Fine. Now let's simplify. There are two options. If I go with the plus, then what can be the possibility? 7 plus 5 by 4. Got it? So we know that it is 12 by 4, and you know very well 12 by 4, that is 3. So one of the value of x, that is 3. Okay. Let's work out on the another value also. X equal to. Now as we have taken plus here, I am choosing minus here. 7 minus 5, 2 by 4. 2 by 4, the simplification is 1/2. So dear student, this is very easy method. That's why the final roots of the given equation are 3 and 1. Okay, let's note down in a statement form. So we can mention, therefore the given equation has two roots, and they are, which are they? One of them is 3 and 10. So this is the complete solution of first equation of question number 2. Let's work out on the second equation. What it says? Yes, student, here second equation we are given 2x square plus x minus 5 equal to 0. First step, we need to note down a, which is the coefficient of x square, 2. Coefficient of x, that is here nothing given, so consider 1. And c is a constant term, that is minus 4. Fine. Now we need to work out on the d. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Please keep this in mind. The value of discriminant is b equal to b square minus 4ac. Let's substitute the value of b, a, and c in them. So as we already note down this, b equal to here 1. What is the value of a? 2. Value of c minus 4. Okay. Carefully note down the value, and next step, 1 square is 1. While multiplying, we know that all these are in multiplication, and because of this minus sign, minus minus plus. 4 to the 8, 8 4 the 32. 32 plus 1 is 32. Means the value of b is greater than 0. Discriminant is again greater than 0. So without calculating, without finding the root, we can say that which type of root can be there. As I already mentioned you in the beginning, whenever d greater than 0, we need to mention here, therefore equation has two real and distinct roots. Okay, distinct means different. Equation will have two real and distinct roots. Okay, so let's find now which type of roots. That is already we have mentioned. Now which are they? Let's work out by applying quadratic formula. Yes, student, let's apply quadratic formula. X equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b upon 4. This is the formula. In this formula, I am going to substitute the value. Value of b plus or minus under root b, and here 2 into 8. So let's work out what is b here. Observe carefully. What is b? It is only 1. Minus is already here. Don't touch it. C, its value is already we have found 32. And a, here I need to put the value of a, that is 2. Carefully note down the value. So let's find x equal minus 1 plus or minus under root of 33 upon 2 the. So here you can see there isn't any 33 is not a perfect square, so its a value remains same. So final answer I need to write here. Therefore, equation has two roots. Which are they? One of them is minus 1 plus under root 33 by 4 and minus 1 minus under root 33 by 4. These are two equal roots. Here you can observe, first time I have taken this plus, okay, and second time because of this minus, so this is 1. So these two are the roots of the given equation in the question number 2. I hope it's clear to you. So in question number 2, it's a third equation in that we are given 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0. So let's compare with A. A equal to 4. What is B? B is the coefficient of x, that is 4 root 3. Agree? What is C? C is equal to 6. So let's work out on the B. So B equal to B square minus 4AC. Discriminant equal to B square minus 4AC. So let me substitute its a value carefully along with the proper sign. The value of A we are given is 4 root 3. So in case of B I am writing 4 root 3. Value of C. What is A? A is 4. What is C? C is, right? Now how to simplify this? Look at your screen and just try to understand. First think about that we are given only 4. What is 4 square? 4 square will be 4 into 4, that is 16. What about root 3 square? Root 3 square, square root cancels, so it will be 3 only. This is very simple, very easy. 4 square is 16 and root 3 square is 3 only. Now let's multiply this. 4 4 are 16. 16 3 are 48. Now 16 3 are again here 48. 48 minus 48, that gives the result 0. And dear student, whenever d equal to 0, then please keep this in mind. Equation has two equal roots. Equation has two equal real roots. Okay, two equal and real roots means both of the roots will be similar. So now let's apply quadratic formula. The value of b equal to 0 we got. The quadratic formula says x equal to minus 2 plus or minus under root of b upon 2a. Now dear student, the value of b I am mentioning here, plus or minus under root of b, and this 2 and this a. Okay, so let's substitute its the value. What is the value of b? 4 root 3. So I am mentioning it here in the bracket. And b, its the value already we got 0. What about a? It's 4. So here minus 4 root 3 plus 0 upon 2 4 8. Now we know that plus 0 gives the similar result. So minus 4 root 3 upon 8. If I simplify it, if I cancel with that, then I can say it will be 2. The final result is minus root 3 by 2. The value of x equal to minus root by 2. As I earlier told you, we must have similar values. Okay, then we need equal roots. So I need to mention here in the statement form. Here only I am mentioning. Therefore, equation has two roots. Which are they? Equation has two roots, minus root 3 by 2 and minus root 3 by 2, because equal roots indicate that minus root 3 by 2 and minus root 3 by 2. Okay, The fourth equation is on your screen, dear student. 2x square plus x plus 4 equal to 0. So let's note down a equal to 2, b equal to 1 and value of c equal to 4. Now what is d? Let's find first of all d is b square minus 4ac. So let me put it the value. So the value of b already with us, that is 1. So I'm mentioning it here 1. What is a? A is 2. What is b? That is 3. What is a? 2. What is c? 4. 1 square we know, dear student, 1 minus 4 to the 8, 8 4 the 32. Now dear student, here you can see 1 minus 32. 1 minus 32 is minus 31. This indicates that the value of b is less than 0. Whenever it is negative number is always less than 0. So we can say that here this equation has no real root. Please keep this in mind. No real root. As I taught you before that also, it has roots. Equation can have roots, but they can have imaginary roots, okay, which we are going to study in class 11. So far you keep this in mind. Whenever the value of b is less than 0, in such a cases we can say that given equation has no real roots. We can't write no roots. If you mention, then it is wrong. Equation has no roots, then it is wrong statement. You need to mention it has no real root. This is very important. There will be difference in the statement. Otherwise, you will find both the sentence similar. No roots indicate not at all. And no real roots indicate real not possible, but some other, that is imaginary roots, can be possible. I hope the concept based on question number 2, quadratic equation application, is clear to you. Yes, student. Question number 3, we are asked again in that same thing. Find the roots of the following equation. Same thing. Here first we are given x minus 1 upon x equal to 3 and x not equal to 0. In such a cases, we need to simplify the equation. Okay. So what we have to do? First we need to take the LCM. LCM for that, if I am writing x by 1 here minus 1 by x and this is 3 by 1. So here you can see I need to multiply this with x. So here x square. This x will be multiplied with this, gives the result 3x. So finally if I bring this 3x to left side, so it will be minus 3x. So our general quadratic equation will be x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. Now here we are going to apply quadratic formula for solving the linear equation. So solving the quadratic equation. So let's compare. A will be 1, b equal to coefficient of x, that is minus 3, and c equal to minus 1. Now d, let's find the discriminant b equal to b square minus 4ac. The value of b is minus 3 I am putting here, and value of a is 1 and value of c is minus 1. Minus 3 square is plus 9 because minus minus plus, and because of square of any negative number must be positive. Besides this, here also minus, here also minus. So while multiplying 4 into 1, minus minus become plus. So 9 plus 4 is 13. Now you can see if discriminant is greater than 0, because 13 is greater than 0, then we can say that equation has two real and distinct roots. Keep this in mind. Equation will have two real and distinct roots. Now let's work out on the roots. So let's begin. Here the equation is x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. Now the value of b equal to 13 already we have found. Let's apply quadratic formula x equal to minus b plus or minus under root of b upon 2a. Now in this I am going to substitute the value. So let's work out the value of b. What is b here? It is according to that we already found, that is minus 3. Let me note down it here again. A equal to 1, b equal to minus 3, and c, the value of c is minus 1. So d, the value of d is already under root 13. Fine. The value of a, that is 1. Now let's go ahead. Minus minus plus. So equation will become plus 3 under root of plus or minus under root of 13, 2 ones are 2. Right? So we need to mention, therefore given equation has two roots. Which two roots are there now? They are, first is 3 plus under root 13 by 2 and 3 minus under root 13 by 2. These two are the roots of the given equation. What is? You can see they both are real and they are distinct also. Distinct is different from each other. This is the solution of first. Let's go from the second. So my dear student, here question number 3, it's the second is on your screen. 1 upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7 equal to 11 by 30. Under condition is x not equal to minus 4 and 7. Okay? No matter, no issue for this. First look at your screen. Why this we are given, you know, dear student? Let me explain you this also. Sometimes you are finding under the condition. Reason behind that, if it is minus 4 here, minus 4 plus 4 is 0, and any number upon 0 is not defined, you know very well. Same thing is 7 here. If I substitute the value x 7 here, then 7 minus 7, it will become 0. Any number upon 0 indicate that not defined. So to avoid that situation, here the condition we are given, the value of x not equal to minus 4 or 7. Now let's work out. Let's try to simplify it. Okay. So how to simplify? I request you to keep this, both of these terms in a bracket. Now let's have the LCM. LCM, this x minus 7 will be multiplied here, minus this will be multiplied with x plus 4, and of course the LCM is x plus 4 and x minus 7 equal to 11 by 30 to RH. Once again look at your screen, nothing I have done, only and only simple. I have taken this as an LCM, both of these are as an LCM, so I need to multiply this term with this and this term with this, just like an LCM. Therefore, numerator x minus 7 minus is there, so we need to change the sign. As you know that here it is plus 4. Because of this minus, I need to mention this is minus 4. So let me write it here minus 4. And in denominator, x plus 4 and x minus 7, that is the as it is, which is equal to 11 by 30. Now x minus x will be cancelled. So minus 7 minus 4 is minus 11. Agree? Now minus 11 is this side. This will be cross multiplication. So 30 will be multiplied to this side, and 11 is already here, and this side I am going to multiply both of this term to this side. Cross multiplication. If you know very well, nothing I have done. Here minus 4 minus 7 is minus 11. Now it's only simple. I multiply this 30 with this numerator, and these both of this term will be multiplied to this side as a numerator. You can see, dear student, you can cancel 11 both the sides. and this is minus 30 will be left along with minus sign equal. Now this side we have to multiply these two brackets. You know very well how to multiply. X in one bracket, x minus 7 plus 4, and in another bracket x minus 7. So finally if I simplify, minus 30 equal to x into x square, x into minus 7, minus 7x, 4 into x, that is 4x, minus 4 7 ja 28. So finally we have this much of solution. Minus 30 equal to x square minus 7x plus 4x minus 28. Let's note down the next step and try to simplify further. So dear student, this is the last step. Let me simplify. Minus 7x plus 4x, they are in like terms. So minus 30 equal to x square. Then minus 7 plus 4 is minus 3x. And this is already minus 20. Let's simplify some more. I am bringing this minus 30 to this side. So I need to write x square minus 3x minus 28 plus 30 equal to 0. Therefore, x square minus 3x minus 28 plus 30 is plus 2 positive. Now this is look like our quadratic equation. Now here there are two options. Either you can move out with the middle term splitting method and find its the factors. If not, then you can go with the quadratic formula. Which one you feel comfortable, you can move with that. Okay. So I am teaching you here with the prime factorization method. That is the factorization method. In that 2 1 ja 2. So x square minus 2x minus x plus 2 equal to 0. Middle term splitting method. What I did here, 2 is with me. So I split the 2. 2 1 ja 2. So I am mentioning 2 and 1. And the sign of both of will be minus. So let's make a pair. If I am making a pair, what do I have? So the next step, if I am making a pair, so I need to take out x common from first two terms. So I should have x minus 2, and from both of these terms nothing is common, so 1. As usual, because of this minus sign, I need to change the sign. Now you can see both of these brackets similar. So one time I am mentioning here, and in another bracket x minus 1 equal to 0. So dear student, x minus 2 equal to 0 or x minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, x equal to 2. One of the answer is 2. And another is x equal to 1. Fine. So finally, in a statement form, we can write the equation has two real roots. They are 2 and 1. Equation has two roots, 2 and 1.